great way to make concentrates at home or professionally. Check out their daily deals in-store in Delmar or Seaford. Visit Odds and Ends online at OE420.com.
747 question of the day, relationship topics. You ever need anything discussed, you can always email.
Jessica at power1017.com.
Jess, what you got today?
Bill and Jess, I need some advice. Am I being gaslit?
Yes. Yes, you
Bill
are.
says yes. He hasn't even heard the story yet.
I haven't even heard the story yet, but if you asking if you being gaslit, you're being gaslit.
All right, so the email says this. Last week, I had a routine medical procedure. It was a colonoscopy, which cost me about $900 out of pocket. My husband wanted me to put it on a credit card, but I had the extra cash and I paid it in full. He wasn't happy and said that he would never spend that amount of money outright without running it by me first. 5 days later, he tells me that his car lease is coming up and he's going to talk to the dealership. He comes home and he informs me that he decided to sell his current car back to the dealership and buy, not lease, a new one. And he's picking it up tomorrow. Now, my medical bill was too big not to discuss first, but he can buy a car without having a discussion. He says that they are two totally different things and he's allowed to be mad, but I'm not.
No.
What?
What'd I say?
I mean, both things are a little bit... Like, number one, she says, I had the extra money. So, yeah, why would she put it on a credit card? She did the smart thing. That's the right thing to do. If you have the extra money, pay the $900 for the procedure and keep it moving. Don't put it on a credit card. Don't get yourself in debt. Don't pay that interest. Pay it and be done with it. No?
If you know you don't need the extra cash.
Right.
For nothing.
I had the extra cash and I paid it in full.
Yeah.
I would do that all day.
And then the whole thing with the car, it pretty much is like the same thing.
And then he goes...
And really, you need the colonoscopy before you need the new car.
5 days later, tells me that the lease is coming up on his car. Okay, he's going to talk to the dealership. I get that too. But when he talks to the dealership, he came home and said, I decided to sell the car back to the dealership and buy, not lease, a new one. And he's going to pick it up tomorrow.
That guy needs...
So I guess that's where she got upset. She knew he was going to the dealership, and she knew he was going to talk to them about it. She just didn't know about the decision to actually buy a car.
Marsha texted in, I think you should have talked about it first. He's probably hurt and just making decisions like that. But then I would advise him to sit down and talk to him and resolve the whole thing. I
think they can work it out and talk it out.
Yeah.
But for him to say, well, these are two totally different things. I'm allowed to be mad at you, but you're not allowed to, I'm allowed to be mad at you, but you can't be mad at me for this. What?
302-858-5117. She spent the $900 on the colonoscopy. He got mad. Then he went out and spent $900 on the car or whatever it was. What do you guys think?
Deciding, that he's going to buy a car instead of leasing one.
Again, 302-858-5117. Here's Travis Scott. It's Meltdown. Good morning.